I was really initially planning on living in the city and, doing more the typical student experience, and I feel like that would be fun, but I've also had an inclination to get to know the Danish culture and get to know a family on a more individual, intimate level, share these mutual experiences that you might not be able to have with a classmate.
So when a new student comes, we always take the new student into our family, and then we get a new big brother.
Yeah, to me it means a lot to have an older brother from the US. I can talk to him about things that I don't say to my sister and my mom.
This is my friend in France that I've been saying.
By living in a homestay, I feel like I get a larger perspective of Europe. I feel like I'm not just living in the middle of a city, being only surrounded by other Americans. The fact that I get to experience this and come kayaking and see nature. A lot of students don't get to get out and explore the greater Denmark and all it has to offer.
For me, it's very important that they get familiar with the kitchen and the refrigerator, because they feel more at home.
It's very funny to work in the kitchen when we have different measures and weights, so we have to learn them how a Danish recipe looks and how you can convert it to an American recipe.
It's really cool to have 5 little kids who look up to you and want to hang out with you all the time and just kind of be a kid again, and have them show me Denmark, because they know it so much better than I do. Even if they're only 7 years old or 11 years old, whatever it is, they can still tell me so much more about the culture than anyone else I go to school with. So it's really cool to have that perspective.
This julefrokost is the Danish tradition, so they can understand how we celebrating here in Denmark.
We consider them grown up, and we tell them you can go out and come home when you want, as long as you call if you don't come home.
We have our own space and they have their own space, and of course we come together as a family, but like when we need our own space, we have it.
They can come here and talk or not talk, it's their home.
The train is maybe 45 minutes into the city central. I read or sleep. Sometimes I just look into the countryside because it's a beautiful commute.
Actually, I have never worried about the commute because that's just a part of life. And when you travel, then you have to go to different places.
I knew it was going to be part of the life, and public transportation here in Denmark is just perfect. It's so easy.
But we intend very much to eat at least once a day, mostly dinner at the evenings.
After like a really busy day, you can look forward to having this long meal.
We tell each other about our day, we have coffee, we have cake, so it's more of like a homey experience rather than just eat and go.
It's so relaxed and calm, and it really is a way to bring your experience together, and everyone can share and interact and really be able to give whatever they've come up with that day back to the family, so it's interesting.
One of the highlights of living with Henrik is that we get along so well, and we're both very active.
Just being outside in the nature, that's the common denominator we have together.
We can go kayaking or we can go rock climbing and just have a great time and have great conversations, and we just get along very well.
The students help me very much, and they read with me and all those things. So it's so nice of them. It's a very special thing to have. I think it's a gift to have a student. It's not everyone who gets one.
I think what's really important is realizing that even though a lot of Danish people speak English, you're not going to be in the US, and you just have to keep an open mind. It's going to be different, and that's a good thing. That's the reason you're going abroad.
It's not easy to just go to a new place and just try to adopt everybody else's habits. So it's kind of like you want to try to do that as soon as you can instead of wasting time being uncomfortable. So just try to find your comfort in some way, but also open yourself to new things.
It's not always visible when they are here, but some of our former students tell us that that half year they have been here has made a big change in their lifetime.